Well, I got a more appropriate size flag to fly on the back of the El Camino, because a lot of times you see these flags flying on the back of trucks and cars. They're just a little bit too big. Because if you get, this is a 3x3 square cavalry size flag, and the infantry size flag, which is that one over there, is 4 feet 3 inches by 4 feet 3 inches, or 51 inches by 51 inches. So this is significantly smaller. It's 3x3 versus a little over 4x4. So in other words, it's not going to be touching the bottom of the bed or anything like that, and it's not going to get torn up as much because there's not as much material, being pulled out there in the wind. Because if you're driving down a highway, even if you're only doing 55, 60, say it's a secondary highway, it's going to get torn up. This one's from the SCV, Sons of Confederate Veterans Headquarters. It looks like it's triple stitched, quadruple stitched on the fly, so that's good. It's double stitched everywhere around. I think it was $10 or something. And it's canvas over here, canvas header. And I just got this. This is a vinyl coated steel fence pole, black. It looks pretty good, to tell you the truth. And I put a couple of these carbiner hooks on there. So I'll disconnect this right now. I'll leave this on the car, except when I'm going to use it. But I got a way to quick disconnect it right off, take it off and on. So, and it won't blow off because these are, you can see these are the hooks. See? Then it won't come off. It's on there secure. The other side of it is it doesn't, maybe it touches the bed just a tiny bit, but if you got a 3x5, you'd have 2 more feet coming out this way. Now you can have it hang out the back, but then, it's, in other words, this flag, even when it's stationary, it's like you can obviously see what it's doing because it's not drooping, because it's a square flag and it's the right size. Normally if you're applying from a pole, I would get the bigger one, the 51 by 51 inch. But for a vehicle, this is perfect. Now for the motorcycle, this would work for the motorcycle too. We'll see what I got on there. Okay, so I got the little boat flag on the motorcycle, which if you had a 3-footer, that would really get in the way though. It would take up, it would be up here someplace, and if I pulled it in here, it would hit. This little flag is about perfect. This is typically what you see flying. A lot of people use the American flag, like that one there, on the back of the bike. But if you don't want a really big one on the back of a motorcycle. But the next size up would be the 3x3 for the vehicle. Now, if you want to set up a pole and put a 4x6 up there or something like that, and make a stationary flagpole and erect something, you won't be able to drive with that. It's something else you could do. It's kind of cool. A little bit of advertising going here. That's what it is. It's Confederate advertising, right? You can see the flag blows just even in the slightest breeze. So, that's the perfect size for this car. So I got 2 of them. And I'm not going to leave it on the car because I'm only going to be using it when I'm driving. But you get the idea. Works well. Perfect size, 3x3 for vehicles. Available on the SCV headquarters site.